For years we thought the serrated shark is an oversized shark. It's scary enough. After all, he can need a head without a mouth. Whale-sized creature. Curing it, a sense of deep-sea oppression is coming. Early research estimates the largest shark in history. It's about 18 meters long. That sounds pretty big already, right? But science got it wrong, and ridiculously wrong. Now scientists have new evidence, shows that serrated sharks can actually grow up to 24 meters. You heard right. That's as high as a 6-story building. If you do meet him underwater, I'm afraid I have to accept it in my heart, the fact that I'm just a fishbone in his teeth. These ocean behemoths, 20 million to 3 million years ago. The ancient oceans that ruled the earth. Although their age sounds like living in a legend, but the impact didn't dissipate at all. Not only has he become the protagonist of countless movies, I've been trying to figure out how they came to be. And you might ask, so did we find the complete serrated sand bone? The answer is none. What we currently have, it's all scattered vertebrae, a few scales, and those super big, super sharp teeth. The most well-preserved known, it's the remains of an 11-meter-long spine. It's probably part of the disruption in his body. To find out how old he is, experts put these fossils with more than 150 existing, or compare it to an extinct shark. Try to use the most reliable data to restore his body shape. If it is calculated in proportion to ordinary sharks, super shark should have a 2-meter head, 3.6-meter tail. The entire length is about 16.5 meters. But here's the thing. These calculations are ridiculously conservative. Scientists have discovered that the largest known vertebrae of the Megalodon, the diameter is actually 23 cm. The largest vertebrae of sharks is now a full 7 centimeters more. According to this ratio, the true length of a serrated shark could be up to 24 meters. You can imagine 2 yellow school buses lined up head to tail, and that length is roughly what it would be like. In the past, many serrated shark is a large white shark. It does sound reasonable. They all have big, scary, jagged teeth. I don't want to take half a step closer. But it turns out, this understanding is also wrong. Current research shows that the size of the Megalodon, in fact, more streamlined than modern great white sharks. Their body design. It's like going through the ocean at high speed. Deep sea fighter. Aquariums are smaller. Benefits are more stable. It's easier to swim. Then you may be curious, if he wasn't an enhanced version of Jaws, so what kind of shark does he resemble the most? The answer may surprise you. It's actually more like lemonade. Now lemonade is solid, muscular. It has 2 big dorsal fins, nose popping. The whole thing is a combination of speed and power in the sea. Completely ruthless character in the hunting world. So if you imagine a giant lemonade with turbo, that's the serrated shark that we've been able to recover so far. The most reliable look. Unless, of course, one day we can actually dig up a complete set of serrated skeletons. But don't get your hopes up, because shark bones are not bones in nature. It's cartilage. This structure, it's not that easy to preserve. Just like us humans, the material in the nose and ears, that is to say, the only hard part of a shark's body, it's actually teeth. That's why we can find so many serrated shark teeth, but I've never seen its entire skeleton. If you insist, these bone fragments we dug up, like pieces of a puzzle. And there is no puzzle frame. None of these pieces can be removed at all. Fixed bone structure. So it's scattered with a click. The bones must be there before he has been corroded. It's not broken down yet. Before being eaten by small animals, the first time was quickly buried in the sediment. Gotta avoid ocean currents. Avoid scavenger creatures that sweep the battlefield. Otherwise, he will be wiped out. It's too late to fossilize. And here's the interesting thing. Although sharks are marine creatures, their bones, sometimes they are even found on land. How come? In fact, millions of years ago, lots of land today, they were still soaking in seawater at that time. That is to say, those deserts that are dry today, it used to be a seafloor full of fish. However, in some specific regions, due to sediment, mineral, there is also the special biochemical conditions of the seabed. The bones of the sharks are successfully mineralized into fossils. So now we have a chance. In those dry rocks, dig up the remains of the ancient behemoths of the ocean. Of course, in the endless desert, find a shark tooth. That's it's like finding needles in a haystack. But if one day you've dug up a complete shark skeleton, so archaeology wins the lottery. Another very unexpected thing is that these prehistoric sharks, he was not a cutie when he was born. Not as cute as today's baby sharks. Megalodon can grow up to 4 meters at birth. Yes, you heard me right. It's about the size of a speedboat. As soon as you are born, you can be an aircraft carrier at sea. Although we still have a good understanding of this marine behemoth, there's a lot we don't know. But he has no doubt is the animal star riding the king of global traffic. Not only did it hurt countless movies, many people still believe that he is still alive. However, scientists say that the Megalodon has not withstood the test of time. He's long gone. Why are scientists so certain? It's simple. If he were alive, such a big guy, how could it escape our eyes? He's a super predator after all. Prey includes whales, dolphins and other large marine organisms. If he is still there, his presence in the ocean would explode. The entire ecosystem will be turned upside down by him. Let alone the food chain. Even sharks have to queue up to call brother. Take whales. Do you know why blue whales are so big now? It is because there are no super predators in the sea long ago. If serrated sharks were still in the ocean, the blue whale, it might not even be as big as it is today, because of its size. It's easier to be targeted. To survive, they might actually get smaller and more flexible, in order to escape the pursuit of the king of the sea. And if there are Megalodon sharks out there, the relationship between humans and the sea would be completely different. Fishermen have to avoid certain areas. The route has to be changed. You take bigger risks when you go out to sea. Imagine that. Happy swimming in the sea, suddenly bumped into a 20-meter-long giant shark. Just ask if you still dare to go into the water. What's more, if the Megalodon is still there, we should have found him by now. Modern fishing boat. Millions of sharks are caught every year. Could it be that you can also miss tens of tons of sea monsters? It's impossible. Besides, now we have drones. There are satellites and submarines. The underwater camera is about to shoot a shark photo album. So many high-tech eyes. And no one's ever gotten a picture of a Megalodon. That's just too much. By the way, most sharks are like most fish. All cold-blooded animals, but serrated sharks are different. It keeps its body temperature above sea temperature. What is this concept? He's alive and kicking even in cold water. Amazing speed. This kind of horizontal plug-in was a survival artifact in those days. No other shark can compare to it. However, there is a very popular saying that sawtooth sharks may be hiding in the Mariana Trench. You've heard of it, right? But scientists make it clear that doesn't make sense at all. The deep-sea resources are extremely poor there. It's all fibrous. I can't afford one at all. The super big eater respected by several generations, and scientists have studied many sharks that live in the deep sea, but so far, even one close to the shark-sized ones have never been found. So here's the problem. Is the serrated shark still there? And that's the ultimate suspense for today.